time for the main events!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. So today, I want to do a follow-up to the last video I made yesterday talking about the 3 major issues that we found with the Creator Wrestler and the Creation Suite after patch 1.07. Now, if you watched that video, I asked you guys to comment down below any other major issues that you have found within the game ever since that patch dropped. And thank you so much, because now I'm here to address it for you. So anyway, we're going to test out some of these things. There's over 100 comments. We're not going to go through all of them, so if I miss your comment, I apologize. But there's some in here that I tested out already, and yeah, these need to be fixed also. And I hope this gets up to the ladder, up to Cornell Gunther, up to Lionel Jinx, all the devs that make the game, so we can get a hot fix out immediately. The moveset one is that's a big one, and there is a workaround for that. Shout outs to, I apologize, I forget your name in the comments, but they posted that it sounds like it's tied to universe mode. So you know how when you save your moveset and it says save it to exhibition basically, and then it says save it to universe slot 1, slot 2, slot 3. As long as you don't save it to the universe slots, it should keep it after you close the game. Another workaround is if you delete your universe save entirely, it's been also keeping the moveset. So if you haven't done anything with universe mode and you just started up like I did, because I'm trying to get all my wrestlers made before I actually get into the mode, well, there is the workaround currently. So keep that in mind until this bug is fixed. It sounds like that if you have it tied to universe mode or you try to save it to the universe slots, it pretty much resets it to whatever it was before then. So that's a huge bummer. They really got to fix the universe mode. I know they gave it some love this year, and obviously tweaking with it probably screwed a bunch of stuff up because this game's code is all over the place, and they don't really have enough time to test things. So anyway, so there's a workaround for now until they fix it. Hopefully it gets addressed in the patch 1.08 or a hotfix, because we need a hotfix, especially for the moveset. Now, for today, let's go through some of the comments that you guys posted on that video, because some of the stuff desperately needs to be addressed and acknowledged by 2K. Alright, once again, we are over on the PlayStation 5 version of the game. I feel like this is probably the main version of the game, this and the Xbox version, because I did a poll and it doesn't look like any of you purchased it on the Switch 2, which is kind of sad, because the Switch 2 is such a versatile version of the game. If you don't have access to any other platform, I think it's a great version of the game. It's not the best version, obviously, for obvious reasons. Anyway, we're gonna go in here, if I can talk. We're gonna go down to ring, because this is probably the easiest way to just demonstrate this. And I'll read who posted this here in a second. So go add new image. And this probably pertains mostly to custom images. So we'll use my custom image here. Now, I believe they posted this in the 1.07 patch notes, is that we could scale images to bigger sizes. We can shrink them, but we cannot make them any bigger. So you can shrink them, but you cannot make them bigger than that. And some of the players that actually had them on the whole mat or the whole apron or whatever said that it's reverting back down to regular size if they touch it at all. So that's a major issue. And this was brought about by SCawFace8053, shoutouts. I am having an issue in Create an Arena where I cannot upscale my images on the ring apron. Even my original ring logos, which were upscaled, will revert to default size if I mess with them at all, hoping for a hotfix. Now, I saw this posted by multiple users, multiple comments down in this in my comment section here, so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to test it out. And yeah, you cannot increase the size of the image. So anyway, so that is the first issue that we got here. All right, the next issue you guys were running into has something to do with the face paint, and I ran into this last year, and it's why in 2K23 I decided to pretty much take a picture of my guy's mask and export it out and basically turn it into a PNG image so I could just use it for every single game forever, because I got tired of having to recreate it, especially when they would remove parts, and they made it to where the eye makeup makes it so that your skin starts showing through your face paint. And it was really, really annoying in 2K25. So I'm glad I did that. Anyway, so here is the issue. This comes from Help Me 4545 shoutouts. It says face paint still doesn't work properly. If you try and add a custom image on top of a face paint that's already in the game, it puts the custom image under it and won't let you reorder it. Was the same in 2K25. Yeah, I ran into that too. But in 2K24, you could layer up default and custom face paints any way you wanted. Yeah, see, I remember that too, because that was one of the main issues that I was having creating my iconic mask, face paint mask, in the games. So I'll show you what he's talking about here. So you come in here, you put on a normal face paint first, so that should be the base layer, correct? And we'll just pick a thick one here, although I kind of want you to be able to see what's going on. Here we go, that should be a good one. So we do that, and it doesn't matter if it's the island one or not. Now you go to add a second face paint, and technically this should be going over it, correct? Based on how it's layered. I miss the old layer system that we used to have in the old games where you could move the layers how you wanted, and you could layer stuff that way. I don't know why they removed that. It was probably causing glitches and stuff. Now we go into images, and for me, since I use custom images, and I'm guessing that's what this person is trying to do, we'll use my iconic mask here. Here's the mask I use for my character that I import from every game ever since 2K23 because I got tired of remaking it. Now, image placement, and as you can see, it is forced to go underneath. And that's a huge bummer because if you want to build out your face paint, but use the in-game face paint to go under it, and you want this to go on top of it. And even if you do a little workaround here, I'll test this out too while we're here. Boom. So there it is. It looks like crap because it's not scaled properly. Now we'll go and they'll do a normal face paint, and obviously this will put it over it because for the game, whatever reason, the game is designed to where any actual face paint in the game goes over whatever else you put on it. And that really sucks. So hopefully they have a way to fix that going forward. They're probably not even aware of it, honestly, because I don't think they really test out the creation suite, and they probably don't even realize features that they've had for years that got broken. That's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. I'm trying to get all the features that I use and that I know a lot of the community uses that maybe don't have that many eyes on it at the dev level. Like, oh, we didn't realize that the game allowed you to do that. Let's go find out what happened so we can make it so that we can do that. Because last year, the face paint and face tattoos were completely broken for the first 2 months of the game's life. And it's one of the reasons why I only made 10 characters last year. I'm surprised I made that many. The game itself was fine. It played great. But the creative character, the face paint, my iconic mask, I couldn't even get my guy's normal mask in here because you couldn't use custom images for face paint. You could only use it for face tattoos. And for whatever reason, it was broken for 2 months. And when they finally fixed it, I had already moved on to something else. And yeah, here we are. So anyway, so there is the issue that they're running into. All right, so we're just going to read a couple more issues that you guys had in the comments down below. If you didn't make it in the video, don't take it the wrong way. I'm just trying to keep the video under 20 minutes because otherwise, if I went through every single one of them, well, the video would be an hour long. I should have just live streamed this because then I could have actually gone through all of them. Anyway, with that being said, let's read off some of the other ones because all issues are important because we're all experiencing different things on different platforms, different scenarios, how we play the game. And I'm trying to give 2K as much information as possible so that we can get the game fixed ASAP and continue having fun with the game. Because, like I said in every video so far, I'm having a lot of fun with the game. There's just a few bugs that need to be squashed so we can continue to have fun. Anyway, so the first one here that's on here, it says, I already had issues with custom posters. And this comes from Mark Proud Love 5140. Let me reread what he said. I already had issues with custom posters. I uploaded not all uploading properly, and any character I added to them and uploaded couldn't be loaded in the community creations when they selected it. So having even more issues is annoying. So custom posters. So when you make a custom poster, it sounds like when he uploads them, they're not uploading properly. And you can't be added to a character. That's a weird bug. I know every year there's something that goes on with the community creations. Something breaks out. I was having issues trying to look at one of the wrestlers that's going to come to the game as DLC. I think it was Jeff Hardy. And it wasn't what's the status is. His was loading fine. It was somebody else's. And it just wouldn't load. It would go back to the dashboard every time I tried to load it up. Maybe they deleted it off of their upload spot. Maybe it got deleted. I have no idea what happened, but yeah, whatever one I was trying to look at kept making me go back to the dashboard. And I was like, oh, that's weird. It could have just been a random glitch. I mean, let's face it. There's a lot of different things that this game has going on. So Could be any number of things. Anyway, and then the next one is Kelcore12. Hopefully I said your name right. It says, sorry if this has already been addressed, but there's a glitch with body type also. If I try to change my Create a Wrestler's body type after it's been saved multiple times after editing, nothing changes. The body type remains the same. If I select individual body parts, that still works fine. So the body morphing. I haven't really ran into a lot of issues with the body morphing. Make sure you say what console you guys are on. That way we can like figure out like some consoles might be different than others. Like the Switch 2 one might be having issues different than the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 might be having different issues than the Xbox and PC, so on and so forth. So it might be unique to whatever console or platform you're playing on. So keep that in mind too. So anything to do with the body morphing issues, I'm shocked I haven't run into any. I thought for sure that was going to be a huge major thing because it's so crazy different. But the way they did it to where your body's selecting, it's really just Frankensteining your character together, and it shouldn't be that difficult on their end to make sure it doesn't like break. So I'm sorry you're having issues with that. Hopefully they figure that out. If it is a major issue, hopefully it's just some random occurrence and it's not like super widespread. Again, I don't know what platform you're on. I haven't really made any characters on the Switch 2 yet. I decided to keep the copy because I was having fun with it while I was watching TV. So yeah, there's that. Now another bug that Ba-Cube, if I said that right, says, one bug I saw in MyFaction, I don't play it that much, but I noticed when I was playing, the stun bar and prompts were like 9 feet in the air. What I mean is instead of being next to the wrestler like they should, it was way on top of the screen, and the reversal prompts you can barely see. The weapon wheel is off screen too. Thankfully now that the default weapon wheel is, but still, it's weird. The moveset glitch is a major one. That one does stink right now. Not cool. So yeah, I haven't really played MyFaction that much. I know there's a lot of like difficulty related issues. There was a lot of crazy bugs and stuff in it. And again, they're patching that as we go. So hopefully by the time this video launches, all those bugs are fixed. So yeah, MyFaction, I'm waiting until like we get some more powerful cards in the mode and there's more Persona cards that I actually want to get in the mode. There is an RVD one I want to get. I'll probably play it to get him, but for the most part, I haven't touched MyFaction since 2K22 because I didn't like the fact that none of our cards carried over. And if you've been on the channel, then yeah, that's not new news. I've been talking about that for a while. All right, next is from Macho Machismo Ken. Nice. So he says, I have a glitch when I change my cause taunts. When I play that Ka online, my Ka does a completely different taunt that I never selected when doing my moveset. That might have something to do with having a limited pool of what you can and can't use on the servers, because I know on the island, there's not all the creation parts and not all the moves are available for your island character, which is really stupid if you ask me. But obviously it would bog down the servers and stuff because it's all server-based. Maybe on the back end they have a certain amount of moves that just aren't there if you have it on a created wrestler. Maybe not everything is supported for online play because they probably figured most people will just use the in-game wrestlers. But that kind of takes away the fun because if you're playing with a bunch of buddies and you just want to use your created wrestler against their created wrestler, yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Obviously, there's a lot of cheaters online or spammers or, you know, they figure out all the little tricks and the moves that are broken and they just ruin the game for everybody because they just want to win and be the top of the leaderboards. It's like, is that real clout though? If you cheesed to get to the top, does that count? Does that make you feel good about yourself? No. You just ruined the game for yourself and everybody else. Like, I'm number one on the leaderboards. Yeah, but you cheesed to get there, so it doesn't mean anything. Anyway, I'm old school, so that's how I feel about it. That's one of the reasons why I don't play online anymore, because of all the cheating and the cheesing. It's like if you just play legit, like a real match, and don't cheese, well, it's a lot more fun. And it's like, man, I beat that guy. He was tough. No, it's like, oh, I out-cheesed that guy. He sucks. Like, no, he doesn't suck. You use all the cheat moves. Anyway, that's a discussion for another video. We'll read one more here, and then I'll end the video here because we're going pretty long. Now, the last one here we're going to read for this video, and I apologize if I didn't get to your issue in the comments. There's over 100 comments. Keep commenting. It'll probably appear up. I'll probably do another video tomorrow because there's so many issues going on. It says King Coop 28. He says stables are messed up. If I have more than 2 members on a stable, one of them comes out invisible or as an unedited created wrestler. I ran into that issue, I want to say in 24, right? But they fixed it like right away. So I'm curious if this is an old bug, and what platform are you on? Once again, is this a Switch 2 bug? Is this a PlayStation bug? Is this an Xbox or PC bug? We really got to know what platform you're on, because it could be unique to that platform also. So we need more data for that one. So anyway, there you have it. Those are the issues that I wanted to cover in this video. Sorry again if your issue didn't get covered in the video, because like I said, the video would be 5 hours long if I did all of them. But every comment matters. Hopefully the devs look through all the creators that have videos like this, and they look through all the comments, because they could really see how many issues there are. Hopefully they're not like their head buried in the sand and they only look at the stuff that gets submitted to their official page and official ticket system that they have over on their website for support and stuff. Hopefully they listen to the community. All we're trying to do is we're trying to get the game to where it needs to be, so it's fun, everybody can have fun. And the creation suite, for some reason, always gets messed up in the first, I want to say, 6 months of the game's life. And by the time they stop messing it up, people have already like checked out with the game. Sure, we all come back for the new DLC wrestlers. Sure, those of us that like to create content, keep playing the game. But for the majority, unless it's on a steep sale, they pretty much moved on from the game. Anyway, not the end of the video on doom and gloom. If you have any more issues to talk about or want me to cover in a future video, sound off the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay frosty.